Greetings, my friends, again from Dallas, Texas, the United States. I want to talk a little bit today about hope. Can we have hope in today's crazy world? We live in a world that seems to have gone just absolutely crazy. Everybody is in this for themselves. It's what I want. It's what I desire. It's all about me. I deserve whatever I want, whenever I want it. And, the government is going to take care of me. They're going to pay for my birth, and then they're going to take care of me my whole life. And then they're going to take care of me even after I die. Well, I don't think that's the best solution. We have many, many famous sports people, and after they do something spectacular, maybe they take a knee and give God thanks. Well, that's just terrible. They can't do that. But when a player says, "Oh, I am gay," well, everybody celebrates, and "Oh, this is so wonderful, and I can't believe how brave this person is." Well, I have a little different view than most people in the world. The press continually tells us what to do, when to do it, how to do it, with who, and everybody will take care of you. You demand your rights because it's your life and everything is centered around you. I quit watching the TV. I quit watching news because it was terrible. All the experts were on telling me, well, this is the way it is. And then somebody else would come on. Oh, no, that's not true. It's this way and that way. And every time I would read the news or watch the news, I would get angry. I would get depressed. I would get upset. And I said, enough. I cannot watch this anymore. I have to listen to God because He's the only one that will give me any type of hope. Well, fear has set into the church as well as to the world. Fear has overcome our rationality. Fear will drive me to do things I would not normally do, or to think things I would not normally think, like, well, is God able to take care of me? I know He's able to take care of other people, and He said He loves me, but I'm just not sure. I am absolutely a nobody with nothing to give, and I fear that I'm going to die from all the stuff going on in the world. Well, I have a little story here. There's a famous football coach. He was a college football coach, and he had a young man on his team that would play a little bit, and then he would sit on the bench. And then he would play a little bit, and then he would sit on the bench. Well, after a little while, the coach found out that his father had died. So the coach says, young man, you need to go home. You need to be at your father's funeral. So we excuse you. Just go ahead. Which he did. The young man went home, attended his father's funeral. He came back, went to the coach, and he said, "Coach, I did not normally ask this, but would you allow me to start the next football game? If I don't play well, then you can take me out and set me on the bench." And the coach said, well, his father has just died, so let's give him a chance. So he started the game, and this young man played better than anybody else on the field. It was amazing what he was doing. After the game, in the locker room, the coach says, well, what happened? You played a game like nobody ever has in the history of this university. And the young man said, you do realize my father was blind, and every time he'd come, I'd take him by the hand, and I would walk him around and explain what was going on and what I was seeing. And the coach said, well, I thought that was a little bit strange, but, I just thought your family was a close family. And so you were touching because that's what you did. And the young man said, the reason I played so well today is the first time my father actually saw me play a football game. And I dedicated it to him. Now, isn't that interesting? We can't see God, which is kind of like we're blind. But can I trust God? Can I know that he is going to give me hope? In Hebrews, it says, now faith is the evidence of things hoped for. Hope is my dreams. That's what God has put in my heart, my dreams. The gifts, the talents, the abilities, all that God has given me is there to ensure that the dreams in my heart can be fulfilled because he wants me to have hope in the future. Well, we live in a time when everything is just crazy. It seems like everything is upside down and everybody is only in this for themselves, including in the church, I'm sorry to say. But God is a God that never changes. The hope that he has given us will never change. The hope that he placed in my heart will give me the faith to get up in the morning and believe that God has a purpose for me that day. That he is going to give me something that will impact and influence other people that day. But I've got to believe that God will use me and can use me. It's not just about the preachers. It's not the ones behind the pulpit. It's not the apostles, the prophets, the pastors, the teachers. It's me, God using me to do something spectacular. Didn't he say, I will do things even beyond your imagination, beyond what you could think or hope or even try? Well, we're at a place where we're not seeing a lot of the things that we would like to see. But that's when I have to trust my God. That's when I have to stretch my faith and say, God, here I am. Use me. Because he's searching the whole earth to find that one person that will say, here I am, God. I'm not afraid. I will do whatever you tell me to do. Well, you know, through the Bible, there's a whole bunch of people that we thought, well, God could never use them, like Josiah the king. Josiah was 7 years old. 7 years old. Oh, he couldn't possibly be used by God. He's too young. But he was 7 years old when he became the king. Isn't that amazing? David, a young man, killed a giant that everybody else was afraid of. Mary, the mother of Jesus, another young person that wasn't afraid to try new things or to believe God for the impossible. We look at God and say, Father, I just don't think you can use me. You just don't know who I am. You just don't know how bad my past is. And he says, yeah, I do know how bad your past is, but I also know how good your future can be if you will let me use you in your future. You know, Christmas just passed. Christmas is the time of year we celebrate when Christ came. That should be the biggest celebration in my life. It should be the biggest celebration I have every year. But not just on Christmas. It should happen every day. Christ came to set me free from my past and give me a hope in my future. Can I have hope? The answer is a big yes. God always has hope for you and for me. But especially in this time of testing and trials, God will use anybody that is willing. Not able, but willing. Isn't that an interesting thought? All I have to do is be willing for God to use me, and the hope in my heart will become faith, and the faith will move mountains in my life and the life of everybody around me. Father, in Jesus' name, I pray for my friends all over Asia, for my pastor friends, for their people that they are pastoring. May revival break out all over Asia. In Jesus' name, God, give everybody listening to this hope for the future, because it will come to pass. We choose to believe you and what you have said, because you are a good God. And in Jesus' name, I stretch my hands toward all of these people, and I believe the best for them in Jesus' name.